Hello. So I wanted to make a video about why cruising on Virgin Voyages feels like adult summer camp without all of the requirement to participate in activities. If you are new to my channel, thank you for being here. I am Finella. So Many Compliments is the name of my reselling business. And please, if you like what you see, please like and follow, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. I have not been on YouTube for a little while, but I'm here and I'm excited to share my experiences sailing on Virgin Voyages lady ships. So just for background, my husband and I have been on now 14 Virgin Voyage cruises in the United States and in Europe. And we just came back from the Christmas cruise in Puerto Rico. So it really does feel like adult summer camp in so many ways. Again, without all of the push to do the activities, it is cruising on Virgin Voyages. I have said this like a lot since we first sailed in February of 2022. It feels more like yachting. You do not have the main dining room. You do not have the requirement to dress up. You do not have the people taking pictures and then they're charging you for it and all of that. Everything is premium. Your dining is in restaurants and again, not a main dining room, and the food is good in the galley, which is probably the closest thing to like a buffet on some of the other cruise lines. But I say it's like adult summer camp because you can just really come on the cruise and decompress. You can do as much or as little as you want during your time on Virgin Voyages. You're not going to hear a bunch of announcements. You're not going to have kids running through the hallway. You're not going to have any of that. You will have an experience that is really like no other, and sometimes difficult to explain because people sometimes believe, because we've been on so much, it's like, y'all ever think about doing something else? And we do. We've gone to resorts and things like that. But Virgin Voyages offers us really great locations. It's always, to us, very reasonably priced. Plus, we know what to expect. The food for us is always really pretty good. Have we had a meal that could have been better? Yes, we have, because we've been on so much. But the feeling and the well-being and just the whole vibe of the ship again, sometimes it's indescribable, but it's what keeps us coming back to Virgin over and over and over again. I will tell you, cruising in Europe is a bit different than cruising in the States, and people say, well, how so? The travelers in Europe are more diverse, and it seems like people that cruise on Virgin Voyages out of Europe have a bit more patience, I will say that, than the folks over here in the States. I don't know if that's by design or not. I've cruised a couple of times out of Europe, and that has been my experience on both times. I mean, it's not good, it's not bad, it's just different. And so this idea of adult summer camp, on Virgin now, they have this whole painting, with the canvases. They do have that down at the on deck 7 at the draught house. Periodically they'll have the coloring thing where they have these huge canvases of things, of like a coloring book page, and as a group, a team of individual travelers, individual sailors, you can color it in. You can choose to do that or not. You can stay in your room and watch the movies that are on your tablet or the series. You can get in your hammock and you can just kind of ride the wave, right, as on a cruise day or even on a port day, and just really take it all in. So again, you can do as much or as little as you want. You can also eat at every restaurant. You can go and eat at Extra Virgin, the Italian, and then go up to the galley and have dessert or even more dessert. You can do that. You can have pizza. That's why I say it's like adult summer camp without the requirement to do all the activities. And so, every day is a little bit different. And again, it's curated by you. You're not going to hear a bunch of announcements on Virgin Voyages saying, hey, with all instructions, we're now here in Bimini, we're going to be, you don't have that. No, it's your responsibility as an adult to know where you're supposed to be and at what time. And so Virgin treats you that way. So I really appreciate that. But again, I just love the vibe because, again, you can do as much or as little as you want to on Virgin. And so that's why we keep coming back. One of the funny things and my husband still chuckles about this, when we first get on the ship, one of the things that I love doing, as long as it's after 2 o'clock, is going down on deck 7 to the social club to get some candy. And my husband's like, really? That's the first thing that you want to do? Yes, it is. And then we go up to our room, we do the muster, watch the video for the muster drill, and then normally we'll go up to the galley and get something to eat. I know a lot of people will go over to the dock to have some of the shrimp because the dock is a very popular area and it is an entire vibe. I really like when the dock has live music and the dock at night. Do not miss the dock at night. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. It's the back of the ship and there are lights there. And I have to do a video about this, and it is just beautiful. It's really difficult to describe with the Caribbean heat, or even in Europe. The feel of being outside, on the ocean, and then the lights that are there, and and then you turn around and you look up, and all the lights on the from the cabins. It's just really, really, it's a cool experience. If you've not done it, please, on your next sailing, make sure you do go to the dock at night just so you can see it, you can experience it. Sometimes they'll have, I think it's called like, I forget the name of the experience, but they have you like looking at the night sky and astrological kind of experience. And I've heard those are really cool, but I've never sat through one just because the narrating and I just is too organized for me, and so I've never done it. That doesn't mean I won't do it. It just means that I haven't done it. So again, I just wanted to make another short, quick video about why we love Virgin. And I, again, just as a reminder, am 53 years old, retired at 52 almost a year ago. And now we cruise even more. My husband still works. I'm a reseller, so I have my own little small business. And it's just been great. So I will see you on the next video. Bye.